Well, hello, guys and gals. Welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. And welcome back to our Manchester farm, where our feeding system is a little bit low on some articles. Yeah, it needs hay and it needs silage. There is some shovel work in my future. All right. But that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to be doing some harvesting, because we still have a field full of oats that we need to get to. So let's get into our combine, wherever it may be. There she is. Get her started up and let's get started today. Jump on the inside. And, yeah. It's the weekend. All the employees are out doing who knows what. So I'm by myself here today. Just going to be running the combine, chasing, doing it all today on this little bit of field of oats. And we'll get started here. Let's get our header down, raise up our thresher head a little bit. Digging. Things starting to come in. Set up a GPS line so that we have a nice straight run through the field. Let's get her done. So anyways, hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. It is Saturday, April the 2nd, as I'm recording this, right before lunchtime. And it is an absolutely gorgeous day here on the Gulf Coast. It is 54 degrees and sun is shining, so we're supposed to get up into the 60s again today. But because it is absolutely wonderfully cool outside this morning, I've got the windows open in the house. The windows to the office are opened up. So if you do hear the occasional dog bark in the background or a jet airplane fly overhead, because the blues have been flying overhead today, yeah, you're probably going to hear something like that in the background. And, that's the trade-off for having the windows open and enjoying the breeze out there. So it's crazy, man. That's one of the coolest things about living here on the coast is I live just to the west of Pensacola Naval Air Force, or Pensacola Naval Air Station. Not Air Force, but the Naval Air Station. And that's where the Blue Angels are based out of. So pretty much any given day, I get to see them fly. They practice at the beginning of the week, and they do practice shows like on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And when they do that, you pretty much see them flying all the time. But they also have to fly different sorties to keep their quals up and stuff. And so not only do they practice the air shows, but they'll just go out and fly, period. And it's any given day you can be just outside and the blues fly overhead and they'll pop smoke and stuff. And they were doing combat maneuvers off the beach one day. It was just fun just to sit there and watch them do it. And just crazy some of the stuff that they can do with an airplane. So, but they can also get quite loud, and when they're flying over your house constantly and you're trying to record, it can tend to get a little frustrating when you hear the jet roar through in the background of the recordings you're doing. But yes, that's another trade-off you have. One of my favorite things to do is get in the boat, go offshore, just off the beach to where they typically practice every day. And as I say that, here comes a jet overhead. And it's not necessarily always the blues that are coming overhead, because there is a naval air station. There's trainer flights, and right around my house there's like 3 separate training fields for them to do their touch and goes on. And so, yeah, we get a lot of that in the area. But it is cool being right here where they practice to be able to sit and watch them. Because, like I said, I'll get a thermos of coffee and newspaper, and I'll take the boat out early one day with a couple of rods and reels, and I'll go do a little bit of fishing and have my coffee, read the newspaper. Which, yeah, who reads the newspaper anymore, right? Yeah, they still actually have those things here. And it's actually a good place to get local news from. But I digress. But yeah, I'll sit out there and just read the paper and watch them fly. It's kind of cool. And I know their approach patterns and everything. So I know right where to be to get to see all the cool angles and everything. Pretty cool. All right. But it's getting about showtime for them, so they'll start being out of town all the time. And you don't get to see them as much. They came home a couple of weeks ago and had like a homecoming thing a couple of weeks ago. And when they did, they flew over downtown Pensacola and in formation, and they weren't, man, it seemed like they weren't maybe 250, 300 yards up in the air. It seemed like they were so close when they flew overhead. Everybody was blown away. My Twitter feed and Facebook feed got lit up with pictures of everybody just, catching shots of them flying overhead. It's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys get into that stuff, but I think it's just amazing what those guys can do with an airplane. All right, that is done. Let's go ahead and get that pipe in. And we get around here, make our turn. And get as close to that edge as we can. But yeah. Missing a little bit there. Yeah, my field doesn't, just barely misses on having equal GPS paths on this field. Yeah, right, cool. So yeah, I'm recording this for you guys, and I'll get it up, and then once I get that up, who knows, I might go out and do a little bit of fishing myself today. Enjoy the weather. Catch a little dinner maybe. And then we'll get back to doing a live stream later on tonight, probably around 6-ish, 6 o'clock probably. So we'll probably fire everything up and get started. Most likely going to do ATS tonight. I do have a little bit of an audio issue that I've been working on to try to resolve this morning, and I haven't quite gotten it fixed, but maybe I can get it resolved by this evening. It's really bad in ATS, and I don't know why. It's a ground loop that's feeding back through my system, and I don't know what's causing it. It just suddenly appeared. So I don't know if I've got a cable or if there's a capacitor or something in a piece of electronics that's going bad or something. But it, man, it just, anytime a graphic comes up, like a logo or some sort of static image, the hum just becomes unbelievably loud. And then, but once I go into the truck and start to drive, it completely goes away. Well, even when I just go into the truck, it goes away completely. So I don't know where it came from, what's causing it, but yeah, it was sort of annoying yesterday. I thought about live streaming the ATS last night, But because I had so many issues with it, I just gave up on it and went and we did some farm sim last night. Thanks to everybody who came out and joined me. It was nice to get back into doing the streams, and you guys definitely made me feel good with all the kind words and telling me how much you missed me and missed the streams. Very nice. I appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. Makes me want to just keep on doing what I'm doing. It's nice to know that your efforts are appreciated. So we had fun. Did a little bit of court farms. Though I need to check when I finish this video to see if I actually saved the progress I made, because yeah, I think I closed the stream out and closed out the game, and I have a fear that I did not save the I have a fear I didn't save the game, which is going to be really, really frustrating. It means I've got to go back and make a whole bunch of bales all over again, which is what we did last night. Just made a bunch of hay bales and got that taken care of, and just hang out with you guys and chatted, which is what it's all about. And we'll do it again tonight, and hopefully we'll get back into the swing of things and get some regular progress going on it. And I got that recorded. It's archived, and I might put it up later on today for anybody who wants to watch it. Like I said, as far as the live streams go, I'm still going to put the archives up. It's just they're not going to be as prominent as I was before. I was counting them as like my 8 a.m. video or whatever. But so yeah, like I said before though, my goal now really is to have 2 recorded videos a day. One that'll go up at 8 a.m. 9 a.m. my time, which will be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then do another one that goes up around 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that way there'll be one video in the morning for you guys to watch and one video in the evening for you. And then I'll just put the rest of the stuff out, the live stream stuff out, just here and there, whenever there's something that's worth putting out. All right. That's the game plan anyways. That is all relying on YouTube and how well they're working. They're running slow again. Benke and Landy and I were talking about it last night. It just seems like lately their processing has gotten really, really slow. Yesterday I recorded my video and had it completely recorded, processed, and everything by 2 o'clock, and started the upload process at 2:20 yesterday afternoon. And usually that upload takes about 45 minutes to an hour, and then it has to do a little bit of processing on the backside, and when it's all said and done, usually it takes for it to be fully spun up to HD, where I can turn it on for you guys to watch in full HD. Usually takes about 2 hours of time. So it's usually, if I started around 2:30ish, it usually is done by 4 o'clock. Why does this thing roll so much? But yet yesterday, it was Geez, what time was it when it finally got done? It was after 5 o'clock. It was closer, yeah, it was after 5 o'clock when it finally processed and was ready to go live. And it did something really odd for me. Usually it uploads and processes and is done in about an hour. And I can actually see it, edit it, do anything that I need to do with it, and get it ready to put up. And then all I have to do is wait for it to process the HD side of it before I actually turn it live. And yesterday, it cooked the entire time, and then it didn't give me access to the video until it was fully ready in HD. And it was odd. Because I've gone back to putting slates at the end of the video, and to do that I have to go in and put the annotations in for the links to whatever video or anything that I put at the end. And so that takes me a little bit of time to do, and usually I can do that as soon as the video is processed. It's in low resolution. I can do all that stuff while it's in low resolution and still processing the HD side of it. And yesterday, it didn't give me the opportunity to do that until it was fully processed into full HD. So it was odd that that happened. It took me a long time to get that video up yesterday. I'm curious to see what happens today with it. See if it does the same thing. Oh, I really need to pay more attention down to how much grain is in my hopper. All right, let's go and get the pipe out. Get over here to this guy. And we'll roll over here and unload our combine. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this field harvested up today, get the oats out of it, and then next video is probably going to be a little bit of just tending to the odds and ends around the farm. Like, I know I need to, as I said in the beginning of this video, I've got quite a bit of shovel work that needs to be done to get the feeder or the mixer done, feed mixer, all that good stuff, whatever it's called. To get that loaded up, I've got a lot of shovel work that needs to be done. I need to go check on the greenhouses. I know there's some manure and slurry needs to be hauled over to the greenhouses, so we'll get that done and just tend to those odds and ends, and then we'll get to the rest of the harvest after that. So that's sort of my game plan for the next video. And I don't know why I turned the power off on this. Come on, refire. All right, get that in gear. Get it started back up. Retrieve the pipe. And we'll get back to rolling. So anyway, that's sort of the loose plan for what we're gonna do moving forward on this farm. And then once we get all the fields completely scraped down and all the hay and all that, and I mean all the straw and everything retrieved, and all the fruit is out of the ground, then we'll start the replanting process. And still debating on whether to go ahead and throw the soul mod back in, but all right. That lined up. Let's see. Got a couple of questions on YouTube today. Let's see what we got. Dominic Gowlett commented on the Project Cars video that I put up this morning. Do I drive on automatic? I guess you mean with automatic gearbox. No, I drive manual. Can't imagine driving that game in automatic, because I use I use the engine compression quite a bit to woe me up, and and if you really pay attention to the shifting in there, you can tell where I over rev the engine or short shift, and you can tell that I'm not using the automatic. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know Project Cars it doesn't perform very well on the channel as far as views. It's my guilty little pleasure. I like to do the racing game and and have a little bit of fun going around there. And some people dig it, some people don't, and I understand. But I've got my guilty little pleasures I like to play outside of Farm Sim, and I share some of them on there. And Project Cars is sort of that one for me. Well, one of a few. There are a few other games I put on the channel that nobody likes. It's funny. I'll put some stuff up that I think will really do well, and nobody watches it. It's like I put a Farm Sim video up, and I get tons of views on it. And I put something else up and nobody watches it, and I'm like, that's disappointing. All right. Let's see. Justin Kirkland, what are you streaming on Saturday? Really? ATS, most likely. Most likely it's going to be ATS. So those are better Twitter questions than YouTube comment questions. Oh, come on, back up. I hit the button. Swear, sometimes this thing just has a mind of its own. All right. Not too much longer here, guys. We're getting to that point where maybe a couple more passes and we'll have this one done. Here we go. Go ahead and jump out of that one. Get air filled up and then we'll get going. Alrighty. Let's go. Nope. Hit the button again. Where are you going? You retarded thing. I know what you were doing. That's my fault. I'm not lined up for GPS. I shouldn't have hit the GPS button. Ah, there's the problem. There's the issue. Jose Vega, how do you put the white stripe on? I guess he's talking about he's talking about American Truck Sim. That's a custom paint job that I did for my truck. I did that in Photoshop. There's a tutorial on the channel on how to do it. So, yeah, if you watch the tutorial, it'll show you how to make a custom paint job for your truck in ATS. So, but that's how I did that. Chris Garneau. How do I play multiplayer on ATS? You go to truckersmp.com and create yourself an account over there, and then you'll download their software and you'll be good to go. So let's see if there's any other stuff. Chris D, in response to yesterday's video, another great video, enjoyed it. Thanks, your story of MediaCom had me chuckling. I can't believe how they treat their customer base. Oh, believe it, buddy. Oh, believe it. Looking forward to the next Manchester video. Take care. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that MediaCom thing, that's pretty funny. The fact that dude called me while a different crew was out there actually installing the cable, that was just so funny. And it was the icing on the cake of everything that they do wrong. By the way, if I haven't told you guys, MediaCom cable sucks. Alright, so anyways, it's enough for that today. I'm not going to rant about them, but periodically I will tell you they suck. Let's see, what else? Chip Bakar or Baker. Good to see you back. By the way, mod hosters found a Kenworth mod with a runner frame. Might be interested in it. I saw that. It was like a Kenworth 900. I had a lot of wheels on it too, man. It had like triple axles in the back of it, but I did see that. I haven't downloaded it and taken a look at it. I might still look at it. It piqued my interest, I will say that much. And my only thing with that stuff, and again, is, and I will preface this by saying I know there's another mod out there that somebody created that's a port over from 13 that had the hook and all that other stuff, and so I know that does exist. My only thing with some of these mods is, and the reason I like the one that I've got, is that the guy who modded it did make it to where you have to own the IT runner pack in order to use it. And that's just sort of from one of those standpoints for me of, a lot of people went out and paid for the IT runner pack, including myself. Now, I really don't care about it because I bought it on Steam for dirt, but a lot of people went out and bought that pack when it was first released, and they paid their money for it. And this thing's completely full. Got to go dump this one out. So I just don't like the fact that a modder can come around, and the JCB pack is another example of this. All the people who went out and spent money on the JCB pack, and then somebody went in and put all the JCB tractors up on the internet, with the exception of like one, for everybody to download for free. And to me, that one is theft, but two, it rips everybody, it cheapens it for everybody who actually went and paid for the JCB pack. So I like the fact that the guy who made the version I have with the man truck, I like the fact that he actually makes it to where, okay, you can have the benefits of the IT runner, but you still have to, in a truck, but you've got to buy the IT runner pack in order to use it. So I did dig that. So I don't know that Kenworth's going to be the same. I would like to see it be that way. And so I have that little bit of an internal struggle. Do I support that modder by using his mod, or do I not use his mod because of the fact that he's not supporting the game and the people who've already purchased the IT runner. So I know people will have mixed emotions on that, mixed feelings on it, but it's just my take on it. All right. Well, it looks like we probably are just about done. Got a little bit more to do on this field. Maybe one more pass, 2 more passes. But thanks for letting me know about that, buddy. I guess that's Jip. JIP. Let's see. Ronnie Van, wah, $30 a month. I pay 55 to 60, and that's not for full speed. By the way, Time Warner. Oh, he's talking about my internet. Yeah, I mean, I got a deal on it. It was like, because I had another company, pre-existing company, they gave me some sort of switch to us deal where it was $19.99 for the first year and goes up to $29.99 for the next 2 additional years. And I did it again. Doggone it. So that's sort of the deal I got right now. And then I think it was 20. It's going to go up to $24.99 or something like that. And then I upgraded the account, and it cost me an additional $10 or something like that to upgrade the account. So, but yeah, I think it's probably gonna, at the end of the day, taxes and everything, I think I pay somewhere around. Well, right now I'm not paying hardly anything. I'm paying less than $30 right now, with taxes and everything. At the end of my first year, it's going to go up to like right around 40, taxes and everything. Right now, though, so far, I've paid 3 cable bills in the time that I've been with Mediacom. I've only paid 3 bills, and that's because I think I've had it since last summer, and it's been out so much, and I've had to complain so many times that they've had to give me so many months free service that I've only paid for 3 months of service so far. So it's actually working out to my advantage. Their inability to do their job properly is actually benefiting me as a customer. Maybe I should shut up. Maybe they should. I should just let them continue to suck and not improve, and I'll continue to get free internet. And I'll guarantee you this, come Monday, I'll be back on the phone with them to hash out the experience that I've had. And I've actually sort of been writing a letter to the president of the company. And by the time it's done, I don't expect to pay cable for quite some time. I expect to get quite a bit of credits. Seeing as how much money I have lost, by not having the videos up on the channel. Again, the money doesn't mean anything to me as much as it's just the principle behind it. Because I've told you guys before, the amount of money I make on this channel is not that much. It's, it affords me to buy some new games and stuff like that, but it's the loss of potential revenue is, and it's the principle behind it. It's supposed to be a business account. They're supposed to be here to support business, and they don't do it. And so is what it is, right? And I said I wasn't going to bitch and moan about Mediacom. Thanks, Ronnie. You got me started. No, I'm just kidding. That's about it. Most of the rest of the stuff is just, hey, nice to have you back. Which it is nice to be back. Wheels, Falcon, Julie, Apache, him, Wally, Destin, Chris, Ivan, all you guys. Thanks so much for the comments. I appreciate it. All right. One more pass down the line. Oh, we got to dump first. We're at 95%. Who knew this field would take an hour to unload, man? Just crazy. I thought my pipe was in. Come on, pipe, get on out there and dump. All right. So anyways, yeah, we'll get this video up this afternoon for you guys to watch. And I will stream tonight at 6 o'clock. So if you got nothing better to do and you're just completely bored out of your mind, come join me and enjoy the Troll Festival, because it's Saturday night and that's what trolls do. They come out for ATS. I don't get trolled nearly as hard, it seems like, when I'm doing farm sim, when it's easy to moderate, as I do when I get trolled by Deer when I'm playing ATS. It's much harder to moderate when you're playing ATS than farm sim. So I'm probably going to be picking up a few moderators here soon, adding a few into the fold. I got my eye on a couple of people that have been around the stream for a while. They seem like they got a level head on their shoulders. They know how to act like adults, and so I think I've got a couple of good candidates for moderators if they want to do it. I got to touch base with them this week. So I'm thinking later on this week, and I haven't worked out all the details how I'm going to do it, but I think one day this week I'm going to give an open invitation to everybody to get together who want to drive multiplayer on ATS together, and just say, like, hey, on this night, if you want to join me, we'll or at this time, if you want to join me, I'll be in TeamSpeak, and we can all drive together and do a little bit of multiplayer on ATS, and we'll just kind of hang out, chill out, drive, do a little bit of ATS. Not necessarily a stream or anything else like that. Just for those of you who had said, let's do some multiplayer together. It would be the chance to do that, just hang out. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that or not, or if everybody who wants to be in a multiplayer wants to be in the multiplayer while I'm streaming. But I was thinking, if people genuinely just want to do multiplayer and it's not about being a part of a live stream or something else like that, if you just want to do some multiplayer together, I'm thinking maybe one day next week we'll pick a day. I'll jump in TeamSpeak and we'll jump on a multiplayer server and just drive around, hang out, chill out. So let me know what you think about that, and if you guys are interested in doing it, let me know. All right, that is that harvest wise. So let's see, next field we'll end up doing is going to be 4. So let's go ahead and take the front end off of this thing. Get the wheels out off of it. There we go. Get her down. Disconnect it. There we go. Back up. All right. We'll head on over. Take this thing over to field 4. Get it over there. Because I think that's probably the next field we'll use the combine on. And then, though it may not be the next field we harvest, I think the next field we may harvest may end up being sugar beet field. And I think for now, what I'm going to do with the sugar beets is just rent the equipment and do the harvest that way. Oh, look at all that. It actually looks like it's ready to go. Let's look at where our fields are sitting at right now. That actually looks like it's ready to harvest. It is. 4 is ready to harvest. 1 is ready to harvest. Everything's ready to harvest. Sugar beets are ready to harvest. Cool. So that means in a future episode, we'll be doing a whole bunch more harvesting. Yay! All right. Let's go dump this off and get done with our oats. Wow, that's crazy. We got just about as much oats on that harvest as we did canola on the larger field. I guess the oats just have a much higher yield than the canola does. There went the train up in the sky. Just saw the shadow on the ground. All right. Yeah, because it seems like we got a trailer and a half of canola. It seems like we've got the same trailer and a half out of oats. And with oats being a higher value, it just, man, you make so much more money on oats. Oats and soybeans, crazy money on this particular farm. Alright, so we'll just pull over here in case this is the next field that we harvest. And that'll just about get us done for today. Still got to go get that header out of the field and bring it back over here. But, yeah. I think that's a good place to stop, and we'll pick back up here in our next video. Thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, we may do a little bit of just farm tending in the next video and then get into the harvest. Let me know, what do you guys want to see? Do y'all want to see field 1 next, doing all the oats out of field 1, or are you ready to do some sugar beet harvesting? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe, have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.